This song was actually covered in Shenting's The Solitary Moon, and Zizzy can't stop praising Ong's lyrics, but Ong thinks they're just not. Suddenly, Zizzy turned as red as a tomato because someone gave her a love letter. Shan Village and the playground was begging Daowen for help to decode it. Zizzy, bashful, turned and hopped away like a bunny. Ong, chasing her, left his new book on the bench. The two youngsters whined about adolescence, school pressure, crushes. A passing car had a graffiti of a black cat. Ong saw similar graffiti before leaving. Kiki's delivery service merchandise is booming. Suddenly, Ong found the book and lyrics by the playground and dashed back to see a boy in white on the bench. The boy seriously flipped through the book, called out Ong's name, teasing him about his cement dear lyrics. You should probably save your singing. You've seen the lyrics and clearly lack taste, buddy. The tale of adolescence usually begins with boys being mischievous and girls being curious. Boys tease the girls they like, and girls fire back with words like you know. A summer breeze wafted in, accompanied by soothing sounds. Before he knew it, Ong was teary-eyed, engrossed in the story. Perhaps emotions are easier to feel in youth. His sister, just home, grumbled at Ong for his bookishness. His sister sighed, realizing that since Mom went back to graduate school, most of the household chores have fallen into her lap. Ong went to deliver lunch to his dad at the library, and his sister reminded him to mail a letter on the way. Although Hayao Miyazaki didn't mention the sister's boyfriend, the original manga hinted that her beau is the brother of Tensai Seiji, Tensai Honsu. While Ong was on the train, a girl in white appeared, Musinless granddaughter who caught the sound. Then Ong ran into a sassy fat cat that could actually ride the train. Where could she be headed? Ong's curiosity was reignited, but the poor cat just stared blankly out the window, totally ignoring him. When the train stopped, Ong said goodbye to the cat, but to his surprise, the cat hopped off first, and he hurried after her. The lunchbox business was far behind him as he climbed a long slope, only to discover an entirely different world ahead. A glance at a nearby car plate revealed that this place was a scene from another Miyazaki film, the Tomohill residential area. The cat darted into Earth House. Ong cautiously peeked inside, seeing a wonderland of bizarre objects. A giant cat figurine caught Ong's eye, and he lingered, unable to tear himself away. Suddenly the cat's eyes twinkled with a strange light, as if it had come to life. The shop's owner, an old man, he introduced himself as Baron Cat, living with industrious little people, a lovesick king, and a beautiful princess. Life's diverse, yet love's eternal. The king always gazes at the princess, who appears only once at noon. The cat kept playing on the table, saying that even if mountains and seas stand in the way, love still endures. A little treat on the table was engraved with Pork Russell, the name of the Ghibli movie Porco Rosso. The old man explained to Ong, "Surely, the clockmaker must have had an unrequited love story too. Is this clock time right? It's probably off by about 5 minutes. But I gotta get to the library." Ong arrived at the library entrance. Just then, the boy in white reappeared. Ong's dad forgot lunch, and the boy scolded Ong. "Why are you always losing things?" The moment Ong saw the fat cat again, he learned that the shop was actually the boy's grandfather's. The boy rode off on his bike, deliberately humming that cement deer song, making Ong grit his teeth as he handed lunch to his dad. Ong read in the library and spotted Tensai Seiji's name again on a less popular book's borrowing card. The name on the borrowing card belonged to the author of Chiba Maruko-chan, Sakura Kao. Sadly, he passed away in 2018, and Chiba Maruko-chan's story has no ending, much like our childhoods, never to return. Ong, seeking clarity for his confusion, dragged Zizzy to an experienced teacher, Teacher Mu, and asked, "What's Tensai's first name?" "You know, I believe Tensai's name is Hang, Tensai Hang. His younger son is in the next grade up. That's Seiji from high school." Teacher's analysis left Ong stunned. He immediately pulled Zizzy out of the office, only to bump into. Ong ran into the brat who ignored him with a blank face, making him angrier. After school, the skies cleared, and the air smelled of fresh earth as Ong followed his memory. He returned to the earth house on the hill, but alas, it was closed. He peered through the window and discovered that Baron Cat had vanished. Ong felt a bit down, thinking that the Baron must have been sold by the old man. Ong saw Zisling on a poster, mistakenly thinking the brat's last name was Ai. That night, Zizzy came crying to Ong, revealing that the previous love letter was passed on by a boy from Shan Village's class. Zizzy had a crush on Shan Village, believing it was mutual, but it turned out to be a comedy of errors. A friend asked me to write a love letter for his crush. You wouldn't believe the outcome, so let's skip it. Shan Village is such a clueless bro, totally misunderstanding girls' feelings. The next day, Orm bluntly laid it out for the blank-faced Shan. You're really dense. Susie actually likes you. How could that be? Shan Village could hardly believe his ears, and even crazier, the girl he liked turned out to be a man who was shyly trying to bold. Shan Village pulled her arm, demanding an explanation, as they were always friends. He found girls nice, but didn't like any. A nice guy card left Shan Village days as he walked away. Teenage romance is intoxicating yet heart-wrenching. With a turbulent heart, On took the train to Thomas Town and reached his longed-for Earth house, but the door was still shut.